How about my dearest YouTube friends? Today we are in a new video. We are going to do the post-fight of the monthly supervision of April 2025. Let's remember that it is the last of the difficulty of breaking up because in May the Valiente supervision will come. So let's see what Patriot Station has. ARC Overload that basically has robustness and regeneration at the beginning of the fight, has an energy resistance, then also has for every 10 blows the smallest warp. The attacker has a permanent cruelty upgrade, then also while the defender has an upgrade. Active Robustness gets 65% attack power, and their attacks become unblockable. So we have to have a character that removes that robustness when the defender reaches 15% health. It has a passive effect of Indefinite Fury and a passive effect of Indestructible for 2-8 seconds. I think the best to give it is basically in the Deadless, which is a little dark. The truth is you are already seeing that he enters the fight in an unblockable way because he has that robustness. So what we have to do is try to take it away from him somehow with 10 Deadless. We are going to have to play with that unlockable all the time because let's remember that robustness is going to be updated. You have also seen how it has been healing because with the energy damage, well, basically it is removed, it is regenerated, okay? So in this case, I think that telling us about the LED can be quite simple. You are already seeing how with strong blows, because we are going to generate that disadvantage of rolled armor thanks to the fact that we have 30 improvements to necrotic load, but you have already seen that they tell us about the LED, so be careful because it can work and at the same time not. That depending on the energy hits, but in this case, the corrosion is acting. And we go very easily through this first boss. Let's go for the second. Well, friends, we get to the second boss. In this case, it is Captain Marvel movie. Let's see what nodes it has. It has 3 more mutants. And me that the mutant attacker applies a disadvantage. The defender 20% probability has an indefinite efficiency improvement. Know that increases the super attack damage by 30%. This probability increases by 20 for each disadvantage in the defender of these better efficiencies are eliminated after attacker finishes a super attack at 8 seconds. The defender has an unlock improvement for 4 seconds. The defender receives 90% less damage all sources of everyone. Super attacks activated, while Tangent has an active efficiency effect in this case. That's why we take Dust, and when the attacker dodges backwards, he suffers a bleed disadvantage. So that's why I take Dust too. The defender begins the fight with an indefinite passive preparation, interrupting his strong attack on the levy in 16 seconds. Past super attacks and strong attacks of the attacker is not affected by the skill pension. Well, we are going to take Dust to remember that for me it is quite the counter of this Captain Mark Raven move-in, and we are going to demonstrate it. Okay, in this case we are not going to be doing a kind of damage because you're already seeing it. Well, we are doing very little damage because in the end what benefits us is that we carry forgiveness. Efficiencies of well in the blows, be careful because it also becomes unblockable that I haven't remembered that. And we have eaten all the blows. So between the efficiencies of the node, because let's remember that every disadvantage that we are going to be putting, we are going to gain an efficiency advantage. Be careful, it becomes unblockable. Let's remember that the gameplay is very simple, hit hard, and we have already activated those efficiency improvements. Hit means, and look at that damage that we are going to be causing that by a little we are not killing her, eh? I was careful to fall, so I ate it, but nothing happens because we have efficiency improvements, and let's see if it comes here, and we throw super attack 1, and very simple with our sand, we are going for the 3rd boss. Well, friends, we reach the 4th boss. It is nothing more and nothing less than Nick Fury. Let's see that the bleeding does not violate them while he started you receiving a hemorrhage. The attack force of attackers rises. It is worth every 2 seconds on the timer with the Fury pill that increases that at 50% per charge, the attacker gains a power bar every time the active defense super attacks. This is the only way he can gain power every 10 seconds. The attacker suffers passively raised, and with 10 hits we remove it, and block attack has a 100% probability of applying a disorienting disadvantage to the attacker, which reduces skill pressure. Therefore, be very careful in this case because we are going to do it. I think that with Oslo we are going to test it to see how it goes, and if we don't have the second option of oops, be careful that the error of the characters that you are is once again as you are seeing in Negre. Decided. EH. It has already happened to us with Thanos Deadle, but you are already seeing that even Fury can actually do it quite simply with any mutant character. You are already seeing that it is going to root us because we have not reached 10 combos. But nothing happens because we come out of it with a super attack. The only thing worth it, of course, is to avoid getting that rooting because you have to take a few taps, so be careful. Let's see if we can pause it perfectly and fairly. We are restarted because we have hit the combo meter 10 times under Onslaught. You have already seen it in this case apart from the Neuro Shop because we are developing the fight in this case, and you are already seeing that every time he throws us a super attack is when we are going to be winning a super. A super attack is okay, pause, expanded, perfect, let us get 2 super attacks. Throw it away, friend. He wants it there. Yes, be careful because we are also going to be rooted. So as soon as it takes root, we remove it with a sub-attack. A small tip that you are already seeing how it is developing. Be very careful because it has already been removed from us. The neuroshocks, come on. I think that with Oslo, it is going to be quite simple as you are seeing. Okay, in this case, they are giving us perfect. We have managed to avoid it quite well. Be careful again. Be careful because now it's unblockable and it's going to be rooting us. So come as soon as it comes, you'll throw the super attack on it. That's what you've already seen, how easy it is. And in Nefuri, we have it dead already. We're almost going to go get the new characters. So come throw it to me. He doesn't want it. Well, I'll tell you a hard blow. Oops, it has hit us. Oh, what damage has it done to us, eh? Now, yes, perfect. And with 2 strong blows ready, let's see if the next character is Lumatrix or Spider-Woman. Well, friends, we reached the first boss, a new character that Kaman has released to us this April 2025, which is Spider-Woman. Let's see what he brings us because he has his thing. Each for each power bar, and the attacker currently has a passive effect of cruelty. When the defender's attack has been blocked while the attacker has an electric iPhone effect, there is a 50% probability of inflicting the attacker 100% retribution disadvantage when seconds the attacker suffers rooting when queen passive for 4 seconds. Unless he is performing a super attack when the timer expires, the defender has 60% less power rate. In combat, they have a power bar, but they suffer less than 80. When they have more, Balsam's mastery and will of the attacker are eliminated. Okay, in this case, we are going to try, as I said during the ride with Medusa herself. Let's see if with that precision we can take away the illusion. I don't remember if Jessica draw our friend Spider-Woman. Well, it has that illusion that makes all the spiders in the contest so famous. But in this case, we are going to activate it right now. Are you already seeing it in this case? Well, I don't know how I left, to be honest. We have electric stings, and let's remember that if we don't throw a super attack when we are with that electric stinger, when that rooting timer ends under Medusa's life. In this case, it will be rooting us, but in this case, you are already seeing that Jessica drew Spider-Woman. It is more of an attack, a defender, because we have completely smoked it. Come on, now we do go for Lumatrix. Well, friends, we arrive at Lumatrix, the second idol character that presents us. They dig their own creation. Let's see how it develops the character and whether or not it is easy to kill for each non-harmful disadvantage the defender infringes. He gains a 20% passive effect of energized or 10 seconds of charge more and more 3. Each one of the 2 characters who make an attack on Fortes has 100 indefinite passive power accumulation with 305 by 101 power bar per second. Whenever your opponent charges a strong attack, it is eliminated. The defender has a 10% strong tendency when he is above a power bar with a fury buff. When he is at 2, he gains an accuracy buff, and when he gets to 3 bars with a cruelty buff, the well-programmed blocks of attackers start a 7-second timer, so be very careful because we can do 1 more shovel, and they give us flutter, and the accurate strike, accurate accuracy, accurate concentration, accurate sensibilities are 100% less skill accuracy. That's to avoid the failure than Lumatrix, well, in the end. It stands out, okay, so in this case, well, let's try to see how it goes with our friend Thanos Dedals, because let's remember that he is a character that in the end does not require playing with the stop as long as we have him developed with that unstoppable that is now. Right now it is not the case, and let's see if we can give it 1 more tap. Please. Okay, perfect. Watch out for that hard hit. That's pretty big, and very careful with the fractured bars you have in a matrix. Okay, throw it to me. This one also has power storage, huh? Come on, that's it. Ready? It's easy. Oops, he has avoided us and has us. He has become invisible. Hey, we threw super attack 1. Perfect. We got it. Let's see if we can use them. Be careful because the matrix is really bothering a little more, huh? Be careful that we have super attack 2 again. Okay. It's easy to avoid, but be very careful because it can be greatly complicated, especially avoiding the use of stops against the matrix to avoid that double flicker node. Okay? Look at me again. Okay? The only thing we have to go is far back, and I would be careful, because you are also seeing us that he becomes invisible and has that attack eluded and is almost going to kill us against this Talos. Dedals, because I'm throwing full super attack 1, come ready, and let's see if we give you a hard blow and kill him ready. Lumatrix well ready, supervision friends. Lumatrix, be careful with a rather complicated character. So friends, you have always liked the video, I who are not there, and see you in other videos. Bye bye.